What's good, Skins fans? Breaking news. Everybody's not heard it now, but basically we forced the Panthers to fire Ron Rivera, man. I got my coaching fit on. I got my coaching jacket, you know. We basically forced the Panthers to fire Ron Rivera. We are like the Grim Reaper of coaches right now. You never know, man. Hey, if we beat the Giants, we can force them to fire Pat Shurmur. If we beat the Eagles, we can force them to fire Doug Peterson. We can force the Cowboys to fire Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett's going to get fired anyway. But once we beat them, they probably fire Jason Garrett the following Monday on Black Monday. So we just have a chance to be the Black or the Grim Reaper of coaches for the remaining year. So that's funny as heck. I mean, it's a bad thing because, you know, people are like, oh, man, if you lose the Redskins, it's rock bottom. You need to be fired. I'm surprised Matt Patricia hasn't been fired either, to be honest with you. But Ron Rivera, man, this is silly to me that the Panthers have fired Ron Rivera, a two-time coach of the year, has been in the Super Bowl, has made the Panthers relevant again, really helped Cam Newton get to where he is today. I mean, Cam Newton's just a great player anyway, but he really helped Cam Newton get to the MVP with tough defense, running the football, and stealing, just pounding the football with Cam Newton. I forgot who was on that team at the time. I think it was like Jonathan Stewart. They were just running the football like crazy at that time with the Panthers. And they went to the Super Bowl and they got beat by the Broncos. But he coached Cam Newton with the MVP season. Christian McCaffrey was on his way to being an MVP at one time. He was he's still an MVP candidate. So, I mean, Ron Rivera's done a darn good job. He's been a leader of men for the Panthers. Now, that new owner is just crazy. You know, and Kyle Allen is a bum. I mean, it is what it is. What do you expect Ron Rivera to do with Kyle Allen? You know, 5-7 with Kyle Allen. That's pretty darn good to me. I mean, I don't know what you expect for him to do with Kyle Allen. I don't know why Ron Rivera has been fired, but that just tells me that Cam Newton's out of the Panthers. He's gone. That owner just wants new things. He wants to just blow it up. So he's gonna probably trade Cam Newton to the Bears. That's probably what's going to happen in the offseason if Trubisky stinks it up. And we'll see what Trubisky does against the Cowboys. Trubisky might get a W against the Cowboys. I really would not be surprised. Cowboys have been that trash lately. They have been that trash. So we'll see what happens, man. But Ron Rivera is a coaching candidate for the Washington Redskins. I mean, I know a lot of people will probably like, no, I don't want Ron Rivera. And there's a lot of people that do want Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera might be a top 5 coaching candidate for us right now. I mean, people are saying Mike McCarthy. Ron Rivera, in my opinion, is just as good as Mike McCarthy, if not better than Mike McCarthy, to be honest with you. Mike McCarthy was ran out of town by his own quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, every coach has his day, you know, and their word and their voice thins out, you know, and that's what just happens with a lot of coaches. Coaches are on a really, really, really short leash nowadays. Ron Rivera is pretty darn good. He would be a great defensive coordinator as well, if not a head coach. If he does want to come here and be a defensive coordinator, that would be a win for us as well. Now, if he does become a head coach, I wouldn't be like, oh man, I'm pissed that we got Ron Rivera, because we got freaking Jay Gruden, who was a freaking XFL coach or quarterback or something like that. So getting Ron Rivera would be a 10-time upgrade over Jay Gruden. Let's be honest with ourselves here. You know, let's not act like we're the cream of the crop here and we're just gonna get the best coach ever. Let's be honest with you. Now, Bruce Allen, everybody's going to be like, oh, who cares, because Bruce Allen's still the GM. Bruce Allen might get fired. You know, I think it's a 50% chance here. He did sell his house. He did buy, I'm hearing that he did buy a house in California, sold his house. We already know that he sold his mansion in Virginia. So the writing's on the wall for Bruce Allen. Let's see here. Mike McCarthy already said he would not be a coach for the Washington Redskins unless they fire Bruce Allen. So if Ron Rivera says that, Mike McCarthy says that. Eric Bieniemy says that. Who else? Rex Ryan says that. Whoever is in our top 5 for coaching candidates says that. And Dan is desperate. Dan is desperate. $4 tickets. Tickets going less than like I said, a chicken sandwich. $4 tickets costing less than a freaking chicken sandwich and a hot dog right now. So Dan is desperate. Dan is it's getting bad. It's getting bad. So Dan is desperate. He really just might fire Bruce Allen to get some butts in the seats again and not selling tickets for $4. Seriously, because if we go into next year and Bruce is still here and that home opener and tickets are going for like $30, $50, it's going to be a bad look, man. I'm telling you. So this offseason to me is probably the most important offseason, to be honest with you. And like I said, the videos that I will be making come in January, I will be making videos of the top coaching candidates, breaking that down, free agents. That's what I plan on doing, draft videos. I've already made one draft video, But I plan on making free agent like cornerbacks, free agent cornerback options like Byron Jones, tight end options like Austin Hooper, Eric Ebron, or draft options, left tackle options, different things, coaching candidates, GM candidates like Louis Riddick. So I do. This is probably our most important offseason ever in a long time. This is probably our most important offseason in a long time. Coaching change, GM change. So a lot of changes are going to be made, guys. So I will be making videos at least once a week, starting January, once a week, like coaching candidates, GM candidates, looking at free agents, like I said, cornerbacks, wide receivers, every position that is of need, tight end, inside linebackers, stuff like that. So be ready, be prepared for that. I might get some guests on the show too, so I'm thinking about that too. So stay tuned for the offseason. The offseason is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. This offseason is going to be huge. But shout out to Darius Geis. Darius Geis stiff-armed the whole Panthers team and stiff-armed Ron Rivera out of a job, man. That's crazy to me. That's crazy, man. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about Ron Rivera, man. Is he a good coaching option for this team? I really think he is. I think he's a good option. I would not be mad if he was hired as our coach. I think he's wrongly been fired. I think it's very unfair. But life is unfair. But I think that's just stupid. That was just dumb firing Ron Rivera. I mean, you're 5-7. Who is Kyle Allen? We never heard of Kyle Allen before the season even started. So, all right, y'all. Hail to them Skins. Hail to the Wizards, Cats, Nats, Mystics. All right, y'all. Peace.